What will happen if government prints unlimited money? Hello, investors, and welcome back. You might be curious what will happen if governments print unlimited money. Many people raise this question and wonder whether it is possible for governments to print as much money as they want to resolve all chronic issues like poverty, unemployment, and debt. The questions are very logical and interesting. So that's exactly what we are going to discuss today. Before we dive into the details, smash that like button so that the videos will reach to a broader audience. And also subscribe to our channel to get notifications while we post a new video. Let's get started. First of all, a currency doesn't have an intrinsic value. It's called a legal tender because you can legally use it to exchange goods, worth the amount printed on it. So, what are the side effects of printing a lot of money? The number one side effect is that it will increase inflation. To understand this, consider an economy where there are only 5 cars available for sale, with each car priced at $10,000. If the total supply of money in the economy is $50,000, and the government decides to double the supply of money by printing more money while the supply of cars remains constant, the price of the cars will double because of the increased demand. Now, each car will be priced at $20,000 because of the increased money supply in the economy. In other words, we can say too much money is chasing too few goods. So in short, inflation raises prices of everything. We have simplified the problem in our car example, but the real economy also functions in a similar way. If the increased money supply is not matched by the corresponding increase in output, the economy will suffer. Economists agree that a 2% inflation is considered healthy for an economy and keeps the wheels of the economy running. If the increased money supply keeps the inflation level within the target level, it can be good. However, if the increased printing of money results in a higher level of inflation, the government should not print more. Also, governments use bonds to raise money from banks and financial institutions. When governments print an excess amount of money, the price of the bond decreases. If the inflation continues to rise, the price of the bond will decrease further, promoting investors to sell the bonds at throwaway prices. The governments will struggle to raise fresh debt as the continuous rise in inflation makes the bonds worthless. The lenders will refuse to lend to the government. Governments won't be able to spend on infrastructure and development due to lack of financing, which in turn will result in printing additional money, which again increases inflation, and the cycle goes on. Governments' increased printing of currency will also result in the devaluation of currency. Countries like Germany, Zimbabwe, and Venezuela witness extremely high levels of inflation, also called hyperinflation, which rendered their currencies worthless. In the 1920s, Germany printed too much money to support Allied reparations, which resulted in hyperinflation. Germans had to carry piles of money on wheelbarrows to make their small purchases. Zimbabwe too suffered from hyperinflation when the inflation rate rose to 231 million% in 2008. The Zimbabwe dollar became so valueless that the central bank had to print new notes of $100 trillion denominations. Venezuela's inflation rate rose to 65,000% in 2018 before falling to 15,000% in 2020. Venezuela is still grappling with hyperinflation, which resulted because of the unchecked printing of money by the Venezuela government. So now you know holding onto your cash is a bad idea. It is evident that governments can't just print money irresponsibly. While keeping the inflation within the target range is beneficial, high inflation can ruin the economy. The uncontrolled inflation can quickly spiral out of the control and become hyperinflation, which can render the currency worthless. The citizens and lenders will quickly lose trust in the government. Getting debt by issuing new bonds can become increasingly difficult because of the non-acceptability of government bonds. Governments need to manage the fiscal policy prudently and not indulge in unconstrained printing or borrowing of money. The negative impacts of the uncontrolled printing of money far outweigh the temporary relief governments get while using the money. So, no matter if you are a government, bank, company, or a person, delayed gratification and thinking long-term will always lead to a better outcome. So that's all, folks. Now you know what will happen if governments print unlimited money. What do you think about this? Post in the comment section below. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, as it really motivates us to create new videos. Also, subscribe to our channel to get notifications while we post a new video.